All right, again, so fit part end, select this beam, control click, and then 20, enter, go up, and then projected points, and then concrete beam. So I have the corbel, the size, click here, pick 250, and then go to the edit, line cut, select the corbel, click 1, and then the middle of the height, and then pick this side to remove, and then you have now this corbel using the beam. Okay, so now in addition to this, I can use my slab to create the corbel. So let me delete this one. I know you already know that you already created this one. So let's try the other option. So delete this one. So as you can see, I have the dimensions there. So what we can do is go to the slab. So this slab, you type here again corbel, and then what is the thickness of the column? So 400. So this one should be middle, and then this one should be precast. So for the slab, because this one is a polygon, so what you can do is this. So 1, so you can see here 250, or you can just simply type here 250, enter, and then go down, you type here 250, enter, and then here, you click here, and then press Control, and then click, and then here 250, and then middle button of your mouse. So you have now the corbel using the corbel using the slab, right? So you need to pick the polygon. Again, let me do it again. Slab. Okay, this one is other way. 1, 250, and then let's say this one is 500, 250, middle button of your mouse. So this one is the corbel. I can change also. I can add the jumper here, and then put here 250, and then 250, enter. So it's the same thing. So it depends on you which one is much easier for you. So you can create a rectangular shape using the slab and then put the jumper, or you can directly pick the polygon shape according to the shape of the corbel. And then immediately, this time, I'm going to select this corbel and then cast unit. This time it's the cast unit, it's not assembly. Cast unit, add to, select the column. So now, if you inquire cast unit, so this column, and here I have precast column and then the corbel. It's they are together. Okay, so let me know once you're done. So to catch up to the time that we missed, we're going to let me know once you're done, and then we will continue. Can you show again the cast unit thing? Okay, cast unit thing meaning you just select the first the cast unit is select this one, right click, and then cast unit, add to, right? Yeah, add to, and then select the column. So that will be added. Now, Devin wants to repeat. So I'm going to repeat the corbel. So using the slab, I guess this is what you want, using the slab. So I have the point here, 1. And then here I can type here 250, type 250 on. Okay. So then go back, go down 250. And then here, actually, as I've told you, there are many ways. Now I'm thinking the other way. So here, press the Control key, and then click, and then here 250, and then middle button of your mouse. All right, that's one. The other way is this. Select the corbel, 1, 250, and then 500, and then here 250, enter, and then this one, change the chamfer here, 250, 250. All right, that's another one. And then the last one is this. I can see that here I have 250 here, then 250 here. I have 250 here, and then middle button of your mouse, and then here I can move 250. So it's the same output. So you can do that. You can do that one as well. Or if you want, you can use the direct modification, and then here, direct modification, and then here you just click this arrow, and then type 250. No, not that one, because I think no, direct modification is much more difficult on this part. Anyway, I'm just trying, but it's much easier to select this handle and then move, then 250. Yeah, that one is much easier and simpler. Okay, did you get it, Devin? All right. Okay, so how about the others? Everybody got it? So all right, now done. So now that we have this corbel, we all know that I mean, I'm just using this example as a very basic. Of course, later we're going to have a we're going to do the wall, and then we concentrate on the wall, putting the opening and all the accessories for the wall. So for the meantime, we're going to do this one. And so here we need to add, again, this one we need to add to the column, so that one will be part of the column. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to put a an opening for the dowel. So we're going to put a grout tube here, okay, a grout tube, so that if we have a dowel here later, then it will be inserted to the grout tube. So later we are going to discuss also the how to add the reinforcement in our concrete. So that one will be in the afternoon. We're going to start adding the reinforcement already. Okay, so but this time let's finish this one. So we need to add the grout tube here. So to add the grout tube, so let's say for example we want to have a 100 distance from here. Okay, 100 distance. So what you can do is you can use now the construction line. Okay, we have the construction point, and then we do have also the construction line. So from the construction line, I will add this construction line here. So this is my construction line. I can move this construction line here, 100. So that will be the position of my dowel. All right. So in this position, so if you want, you can follow me. Add the construction line again here, construction line. So select from here, or maybe you can type control, click, and then here 100, and then there you go. So you have now the construction line. So again, you can always use this control and click. All right, control, click. So you have now the construction line. So this is the location of our grout tube. So for our grout tube, directly we can now use the beam, and then beam. So okay, we type here as not the grout tube, but we type here sleeves. Okay, and then here we type again the PD. Let's say let's say 50 by 3 again, and then here 2, and then this one is middle, right? Follow that one. So click 1 and then 2. So you have now this. So later, once we have the what do you call that, the reinforcement, it will be inserted there. So this time, what I'm going to do is I will create basic views of part, and then I will go to the top view, or I can go to this. Where's the top view? Yeah, top view. I can use the top view or this side view, or maybe this one is better, this side view or end view. So what I will do here is select this one and then move. Let's say I'm going to move 100 here, and then here copy 200. So I have now, I'm going to put 2 dowels here, right? But of course, after adding this PD, I want you to do the part cut. So again, we're still on the detailing part here, part cut. Select the with the slab. Yeah, the beam is already with the slab. Yeah, so you can see here, the beam is already slab with a hole. Okay, so can you try this one? Dowel. Okay. Sorry, this one is not a dowel yet, huh? So this one is just a sleeve. Okay. So to repeat that one, okay, I'll repeat that one for you. So select. All right. So first, you need to go to this construction line, and then control, click, and then 100. So I have this construction line, and then for the sleeve, go to the steel. This one is just, it's like the what do you call that, the grout tube that we have created earlier, huh? So there's no special on this. So beam, click on the beam, not the poly beam, and then here you type sleeves, PD 50 by 3, middle, and then here click 1 and then 2, and that's all, right? And then as I've told you, you can create default views of part, and then here select, right click, move 100, and then right click, copy 200, and then part cut. Okay, part cut. And that's it. So you close this one, Control 4, as you can see, you have now the opening on the beam because of the, we did the part cut here. Yeah. Okay. I hope it's clear. How to have to create view parts. Hi, how to have the create view parts of parts already? How to have the create views of parts? How to have the create view? You mean by selecting this one, right click and then create view of parts? This one? Sorry, I can you elaborate on that question? How to have the create view parts already? What do you mean view parts already? But I have so much on the list. Okay, yeah, that's the reason. You will not able to get the new view parts if you have a lot of view here. So you better close some of the view that you are having. So what you can do is just simply refresh the view, close all, and then Control I, 3D view and A1. So there you go. So now you have the fresh view, the 3D, okay, and then this A1. Because if you have more than 9 views, if you have 9 views already active, then you will not able to create a new view. Okay, so everybody done? So let's continue. Okay, this time I'm going to show you how to create the connection. So all right, first of all, I want you to make it sure that these two are already add to this assembly, right? So that we can check inquire cast unit. So you have two sleeves, and then this corbel, right click, inquire cast unit. So you have one corbel. So now we need to show the cutting here. That's very important to show the cutting. This one, the cuts and fittings, so that it will be included in our creation of the view of the connection. So hide this one. All right. So now I'm going to create the connection. Why I need to create the connection? Because look at this one. I can just simply copy this one, copy all of this, and then right click, copy, and then from this point to this point, I can copy that, something like this. But here, I will not able to copy this here on the left side, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the connection, so that if when I click this column and then click this beam, then the connection will be placed here. Okay, so now let me show you how to do that. Okay, so everybody are ready? I just want to see your yes, so that uh, okay, yes, all right, thanks. All right, so everybody are now ready to follow. So first is you need to select everything. Okay, so selecting everything, meaning you make a window. So how many parts have I selected? I'm selecting 6 parts. So 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 parts all in all. So you will notice that when I make a window here, there are 6 objects selected. Okay, so meaning we have selected correctly. Okay, so 6 objects selected. Now, the next step is I want you to select components and application and components here. This one. Click application and components. All right, so now once you click this application and component here under this tab, okay, access advanced feature here. So click on this, and then you can see here define custom component. All right, so here click the type, which is connection. So we have other type here, but at the moment let's use this connection. So basically this one is something like an advanced what do you call that, advanced topic, but I just want you to see the capability of Tekla structure, especially with this kind of situation that we want to copy to the other parts. So at this point of time, let's use the connection. Okay, and then the name here, you type, let's say you type your name, let's say Ned Corbel. All right, so dash Corbel. And then click next. Click next. So in the model, select object that will form the custom component. So I already selected that one, that 6 object. So that's the reason why this next, I can simply click the next. So pick the main part, which is the column, and then click next. Pick the secondary part, and then finish. All right, so now I have already this connection. If you type here on the search NED, so you can see here Ned Corbel. Can't find. What do you mean can't find? Okay, before I answer Lynn, I can show you what's going to happen if I click this corbel. So click the column and then the beam, column and beam. There you go. So that's how it uh, repeat again. All right. So what I will do is I will explode this one, explode, and then I'm going to delete this. Delete. Once I delete this one, look what will happen. This component will be deleted. Yeah. All right. So, but this one, the question is why this one was not deleted? Because I exploded this. So meaning it's not part of the component anymore. All right. To repeat this one, okay. First, select all. Second, uh, go to this application and component at the right side pane or right side hand. So here, access advanced feature, and then click here, define custom component. So again, under the component, we're going to use the connection straightforward here. And then you type here your name, dash name, and then let's say Corbel. And then click next. So you just follow the wizard here, next. So in the component, select the objects. We already pre-selected the component. So you can click next. Because if you haven't done anything, you cannot proceed to next. If you can see here, you cannot click the next unless I click the main part. So click the main part, next, click the secondary part or parts, and then finish. And there you go. So now you have this Ned Corbel here. So to use that one, I can now click this Ned Corbel, and then I can use this one on the left and I can use that one on the right. So unlike earlier, when I copy, I can only copy to the right side. But now, using this one can be used to the left and right. So kindly do that one and then apply that one to all the location here. So click here, click here. Sorry. Yeah. So Control 4 so that it will be much easier to select. Okay, so now we have all the corbel on our beam or column. Okay, kindly try that one. How to explode? To explode, just simply select this connection symbol and then right click, and then click here explode. So once it's exploded, then it will not be a component anymore. Hello. So you cannot use. Okay, I think can you give me the control? Uh, Devin, can you give me the control? Because I think the reason why is if you notice your connection cone is on the sideways. If you notice I don't know if my connection cone. If you look onto my connection cone, it is what I call that vertical. Yours is horizontal. I cannot still request keyboard and mouse. Okay, yeah. All right. So you will notice here, yeah. See this cone is horizontal. In my case, it's vertical. Uh, let's try this one. It doesn't work. This one. No, it doesn't work. Maybe something wrong with this. Okay, as I can see here. Aha. I don't know what is this. Okay, let me. Can I quickly? There's something wrong in your cuts. Because here, if you notice here, your cuts is something like an L shape. Let me explode the component. Ah, see, you have, what is this cut? Yeah, so what is that cut? Okay, I think you have a two cuts here. Fortunately, it's quite difficult to control your screen. Maybe you just remove one of this cut and then leave this cut alone, and then you try again. All right. So I think we better go for lunch first, and then we'll continue after that. So you can try that one, and then we're going to continue again after lunch. Maybe 1:45 will continue. So again, in my case, if you notice here, I have my cone is vertical. All right. So I'll see you later. Okay. So this component, this is a component. So component is like a block, and then component doesn't really what do you call that? Doesn't matter if it is a component or not a component. If you create a shop drawing, okay, so it doesn't matter. That component is used in our modeling to make our modeling easier, so we can create the component. But the cast unit or the assembly, this one is deal with our drawing. All right. So meaning, if I inquire cast unit, so this column and this corbel will be part of the cast unit drawing. So it doesn't matter if this one is created by the component, but the important here is make it sure that this corbel is connected to the column, because that one is the most important when we create the drawing. So if you notice also, component consists of corbel and then this dowel or these sleeves. So corbel is for the column, sleeves is for the beam, but that one is created under one component. So meaning this one doesn't really relates in our drawing, because now if I click on this one and inquire cast unit, so the four sleeves are part of the cast unit of the precast beam, but it is made by the component. All right. So the component is used for our modeling and detailing. Then the cast unit is used for our drawing creation. So make it sure that when you create the drawing, make it sure that you have a proper cast unit or proper assembly. Okay. It can be by component or without the component. Okay. Another thing here is in addition, since we created already the component, or we can say that this one is a user defined connection. Okay, so look, if I select this corbel, everything is selected, right? Because I'm selecting a component. So if you look onto the bottom part of your screen, so you can see this one. This one is select component. All right. So when I click when this one is selected, meaning I'm selecting the component. If I select the right one on the side, uh, this select object in component. So meaning, if I click on this one, so meaning I can select individually. Yeah. So I can select individually. But if I select the component, I'm selecting as a whole. All right. So select objects in component, I can select individually. Now, what is the next one? The next one is select assemblies. So look, even this one is one component, but if I click select assembly and then I click the column, so you will notice that the corbel is part of the assembly. And then here, if I select the beam, this corbel is not part of the beam, right? Because if that one is part of the beam, this blue line border will be below the corbel. But if you notice here, the corbel is part of the column, the sleeve is part of the beam. So if you select object in assembly, so you can select individual part again, right? So that's the difference, the component and then the assembly. Component usually used for our modeling and detailing. Assembly is used for our drawing creation. Okay, so now the question is, once I created a component like this one, can I still change it? Let's say, for example, earlier Howard mentioned that, okay, let's say the consultant is telling that I want to change the size of the corbel. So instead of the size of the corbel is 500 depth, I want only 400 for all. Okay, I want only 400. So this one will be 200, 200. So how to do that one? So, okay, look, uh, I can change that one. If I select objects in component, I can simply change it one by one here. Move, let's say 50, then this one move 100. Okay, I change. But the problem is I only change that one on this particular part. The other corbel is not changed. All right, and also see the other corbel is not changed, and also it did not update the component because I modify that one manually under the select objects in component. All right. So and also look, if I'm going to apply this component again, if I delete this one and then add the component, it will go back to the original, right? Because we did not edit the original component. We just edit that one manually. It's something like we extract that one, but but the component is still intact. Okay, because you can still see the cone. All right. So now, what we are going to do now is okay. This is the work that we need to do now. Earlier, I just explained what are the concept of the component and the assembly. Okay. So this is the time that we're going to work on the component. So let's say, for example, we're going to modify this corbel component. We need to change this one to 400 height, and then maybe I'll change the color so that here, if I modify this component, everything will be modified. Okay, so you can follow me on this one. So select the component, right click, and then here you can see edit custom component. All right, select this cone, right click, edit custom component. Okay, do that one. So now this one is a custom component editor. If you notice, you have the custom component here. All right, so I need you to go to this front view, this one. Okay, so let me know if everybody's already here in the custom component. Can you tell me, are you already in the custom component? I say yes. If yeah, okay, yes. All right, so that I want to make it sure that we are on the same page. Nobody will get left behind. How about the others? Why you can't? Can you make it sure that you select component and then you select the how to go to front view? I just select the front view here, so it will give you four view. Okay, maybe the reason why you can't because you have a lot of views already open, so you need to turn off the other views, huh? So that's the I think you need to make a practice that once your view is not used, then you close it. Don't always open the view. It will not help you. Okay, so once you want to use the view, then don't close it. If you don't want to close the view, then if you don't want to use the view, then close it. Okay, yeah, please share your screen so that I can see. Uh, okay, your screen. Okay. Okay. Can you give me the hmm. Okay, can you select this one? Okay, look, because here, as you can see, uh, your selection here, see? This one I always tell you to check your selection here. This one, see? It's off. Yeah, this one. This arrow. I think you press the F2. Yeah. Okay, so then click the and then wait. Click. No. Click. Can you zoom in? Zoom in. Zoom in so that you can easily select the connection sim. Yes. And then right click, edit custom component. Yeah, see? All right. So once we are in the custom component, all right. So I can isolate this uh, front view. So look, I'm going to repeat what I have done earlier. So since you're in the custom component, it doesn't matter if you're selecting component or not, okay? Because this one is already inside the custom component. So what I will do is I'm going to select this node and then move, make it 50, and then this one move and move to 100. All right. So maybe I'm going to change the color. Let me change the color so that you can see what will happen. Let's say I'll put it color yellow. All right. So look, once I close this one, okay, once I close it and then say yes, look what will happen to the other connections. Yeah. So in one time, everything will be changed. All right. Can you try that one? Try that one, please. And then we will again continue. So let me know once you're done. And then after this, we're going to add the reinforcement. Huh? So what disappear again? Sorry, I cannot. I don't know what disappear. So Lynn, what does disappear? I don't know what you're talking about. Disappear again. Did you manage to edit the custom component or nothing? Nothing shown. Okay, maybe you can share your screen so that I can see what you're doing, because I don't have any idea what is this this up here. Yes, I can see your screen. So what you're trying to do here? Uh, no edit custom component. Okay, can you give me your control? Oh, cannot I cannot. My mouse doesn't work. Okay. No, cannot. Okay. Can you close this view? Let's see. Can you close this view? Close it. Okay. And then open again the view. Control I, and then go to the A1. All right. And then zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in. Okay. Double click the view. Can you double click the view? No, no. Double click the view, and then go to the display. And then, yeah, can you click here component symbol? Click the component symbol. No, component symbol below. Yes, that one. And then modify. Modify. All right, and then redraw. Kindly redraw. I'm not sure about what you're trying to do here. Yeah. So see that component symbol? Go to that one. Right click, and then no, select the compo. Can you zoom in? Can you zoom in to the component symbol? Zoom in. Zoom in. Move it down. Move it down. Okay, can you please show the component symbol, because the component symbol is up, is up, is, yes, that's right, that's right. Okay, select the component symbol and then right click on it. Why you cannot, don't know why. Show component. All right. Okay. Can you close this view properties? Go to this component and application and component. Can you click this component, application and component here? Okay. This one. Can you right click? Edit component. Yes. I don't know why. Okay. Can you click on this window? Window. Here. Can you click the window? The window at the right. Yeah. So there's nothing here. Okay, I think what you can do is kindly restart the Tekla structure. Maybe there's something wrong on that one. So you go to this, kindly restart the Tekla structure. I don't know what happened here. Yeah, you can save. Yes. All right. Anyway, you can come back to that one so that uh, we save our time. Let's move on to the next topic. Okay, so this one, like what I've shown you, so I have all this connection between the column and the beam. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to add the reinforcement. Okay, add the reinforcement. So to add the reinforcement, all right, I want you to add this pad footing. All right, this pad footing. Maybe I'll type here 1.5 by 1.5. Okay, so I'll continue with the reinforcement, huh? So Lynn, I hope you can see this one, right? So while you are opening your Tekla structure, so okay, all right. So for the reinforcement, all right. So reinforcement, as I mentioned to you yesterday, we have a different type of reinforcement: the bar group or the single rebar, or you can have the curved or a circular bar group, even the mesh, right? So let's start with the bar group. Okay, so if you click on this rebar, you press Shift key and then click the bar group. Shift and then bar group. So as you can see here, you have now uh, the reinforcement uh, properties. All right, so the first one is the type, whether it is normal, or you can see you have a tapered and a different section. Okay, so at the moment we use the normal, which has only one section. It could be more section if you select other options, but normal it will have only one cross section. Now the name is you can always, of course, change the name like what we have done in our concrete. So let's say I will type here main bar, top and bottom. So you can put those naming, and then the grade. This one, it depends on which uh, which environment you're using or which standard you're using. Let's say nowadays in Singapore, we are using here the H, which is the Euro code, and then the size under the H grade. Then you can see these are the size of the H. So let's say I'll use the number 16 diameter, 16 millimeter dia bar. Okay, with the radius, I can type here 20. The radius, you can always change the radius, but of course, using the rebar configuration or using the rebar database, there are some there are automatic radius. This one is according to the thickness or size of the rebar. All right, and numbering. If you want to have a what do you call that? If you want to have a prefix or not. So these are the numbering, and then here the hook, I will just simply say no hook and then no hook. Later we're going to try what's all about. And then cover thickness, I will put here on plane 0, from plane 0, start 0, and then 0. And then here, the distribution, equal distribution by the target spacing or the number of reinforcing bar, or flexible in the first, last, and then a middle, and then the exact spacing. All right, so I'll use the exact distribution spacing value, this one. And then the spacing will be 200 millimeter from center to center. So now, to add this, once you set up these properties, okay, maybe I'll change this one to color red. Once I set up these properties, all you have to do is to pick the part to reinforce. So which one is the part to reinforce? This foundation or this footing. All right. Now pick the shape of the bar. To finish, press the middle button of mouse. So what shape of the bar do you want to put in to the to this footing? So I want, let's say, a U bar shape. So I'm going to click 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one is the U shape. Okay, the U shape. And then middle button of your mouse, click the middle button of your mouse, and then here it will tell you to pick the 2 points to indicate the range of the reinforcement. So the range will be from this point to this point. And once you click this one, there you go. So you have already the the rebar. You have already the rebar here. Yeah. Okay. Again, I'll repeat it again. So select the rebar, and then change the size, change the grade, make it no hook, no hook, make it all the cover thickness to be 0, because we're going to do that one later to add the value here later. So pick the part to reinforce this footing, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then click middle button of your mouse, and then 1, 2. That is the range. Okay, kindly try that one. Let me know once you're done, and then we're going to modify the cover thickness. Yes, Howard. Yeah. Any question? Uh, no, I cannot hear you. Okay, can you speak again? Hello? I cannot hear you, Howard. If I do the same task two times, will it count as one? Yes, it will be duplicate. Let's say for example, I add another one here. So one, two, three, four, middle button of your mouse, and then one, two. So that one actually will be duplicate. See, if you select by cross window here, you can see here two objects. Unfortunately, in rebar, actually it should warn because uh for concrete if I add footing here, it should show something like this. All right, so you keep duplicate or delete duplicate. Okay, as I suspected, you need to uh, restart the model. Okay, so good. Cannot change the detail of the rebar. There is no table that I could key in. I cannot change the detail of the rebar. Uh, what do you mean? You mean if you click the rebar, you mean this one, this properties? It doesn't show to you. Uh, could you share your screen, Cesar? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. All right. So what you can do is first, can you turn off your can you turn off your direct modification? Can you type letter D to turn off the direct modification? Type D. No, 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 no. Just type D on your keyboard. D. Okay, that's all. Now select. Can you select now the? Can you press the Shift key? No, no. Sorry. Can you double click on the rebar? Select the rebar. Interrupt first. Interrupt, and then double click the rebar. Maybe zoom in a little so that make it sure that you're selecting the rebar. Wait. I think here you need to select this one. You need to select the below. Okay, there's a selection. Right. Go to your right. Another right. Yeah. Up, right. More to the right. Select this component. Select component because you must select one of this one. The green one. The green. Yes, that one. Select. You must select one of these. Enable for you to. Okay, so now you can select the. Yes, that's right. Because nothing is selected here. That's why you cannot select the rebar. So you need to be careful also on that selection, right? Okay, so everybody done? All right. So now, um, if you notice, when we add again, if you notice here, that's how easy you can add the reinforcement because as you can see here, as you can see, I can directly add the reinforcement in the 3D. Okay, so I don't need to switch view, enable for me to add this simple reinforcement. Okay, so now going back to our properties of the reinforcement. So let's see what happened here. So if you notice here, the reinforcement is exactly to the shape of the concrete. So how we're going to know to identify which is which. Okay, so first, what is hook? Remember, you have the yellow and then the magenta. This one is this start and end. So the start hook, if I change this one to 90 degrees, modify, so there will be a 90 degrees hook here. All right. If you want to use 180 degrees, then it will be bend 180 degrees. Similar to the end hook, right? Now, if you want to have a let's say 90 degrees modify. Now, if you want to change this angle, radius, and length, you need to use the custom hook. So custom hook, if I want to put here negative, modify, so it will be bent outside. So custom hook, then it will be bent outside, right? So that one is the usage of the custom hook. Okay, so at the moment I'll just again put it no hook. Okay, so now at least you know what is this hook all about. The 90 degrees and then the custom hook. Now, next is the on plane. What is on plane? On plane is the cover thickness of the shape of the rebar, right? So here, if I type here 25, look what will happen. Okay, so on plane is this. From the shape of the rebar, okay, if I type 25 modify, it will have a 25 millimeter cover thickness from the shape of the rebar. Now, what is from plane? That one is we call on plane. Now, what is the from plane? From plane is the cover thickness from the range of the rebar. So let's say if I type here 50, okay, so look, if I go to this side, so there's no cover here. If I type here 50 and then modify, so both sides will have a 50. All right. I hope that one is clear. And then lastly, the start and end. So this one is the start. If I type here 50, modify, so there will be, it will go inside the concrete. 50, modify, it will go inside the concrete. Now, if your reinforcement is exposed, so you can just simply type here negative, let's say 200, negative 200, and then your reinforcement will be exposed. So maybe if this one is 180 and then 180 degrees. So sometimes we do have this kind of reinforcement, especially for the beam. You have the exposed reinforcement. Okay? So this is the cover thickness. All right? Again, let me just bring it back to the no hook, and then this one I'll put here 50 and then 50 modify. All right, now for your next exercise, I want you to add the U bar on the other side. Okay, so like this, I want you to follow this one. So bar group. This time I will use the same. Properties, but I'm going to change the color. Okay, so that I know which one is the longitudinal and cross sectional bar. So pick the part to reinforce. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then middle button of your mouse. Okay, I picked the wrong one, so I press the backspace and then click the correct one. And then middle button of your mouse and then pick from this point to this point. All right, so once you're done, let me know. And then we have to correct this collision because there is some collision here. All right, do that one first, and then we're going to correct that collision of the reinforcement. Okay, how about the others? Okay, everybody's done. Yes. Okay, very good. All right. Now, uh, so we have now both of our model has this collision, right? So now, how the question is how we're going to remove this clashing between these two rebar. Okay. All right. Look, if I change one of this one, if I double click, let's say I'm going to change the on plane of this to let's say 35, enter. So if you notice here, oh, not 35, maybe 45. Yeah. So now there is no collision between these two. Okay, but the problem is the cover thickness. Sorry, where's that one? Okay, the problem is the cover thickness of the of this side. Okay, the cover thickness of this side changed to 45 as well. So how we are going to maintain the 25 cover thickness on the side, but only the bottom to be 45. Okay, so to do that one, what you can do is this. You type here 25. Okay, look, huh? So how many sides are there? One, two, three. So the first side must be 25 space. Then the bottom is 45 space and then 25. And then enter, modify. So look, now you remain you make the side cover 25 and then the bottom cover 45 by simply adding the distance list here. Okay, and then there will be no collision between these two. Okay, so you can use the distance list on the on plane so that you can differentiate the cover thickness between sides of the reinforcement. Okay, can you kindly do that one? Let me know once you're done. All right. So Howard done. How about the others? Okay, very good. So it seems that this one is quite easy for you. So now uh, I'll give you. Okay, I'll give you a because this creation of the reinforcement is quite simple. Okay, maybe another one is this. I'm going to uh, I'm going to add a laser bar here, a close link. Okay, close link. So for the close link, okay. By the way, if you notice, if I put my cursor, it's highlighting the whatever. If my cursor touches the element, it highlights. For me, sometimes I found this one so annoying. So to remove that highlight, kindly press H. You press H, and then see, there will be no highlight. Okay? H highlight could be useful if you have a quite huge, what do you call that, model, so that you can easily show it or highlight it. But if you don't want to highlight that one, then you just press H. Okay, now, so let's put the laser bar. So for the laser bar, I think maybe I can add 20, or maybe I can add 30 each here. So let's say here 10 plus 10 millimeter, 10. This one is 55. This one is 35. Modify. And then this one, I'll type here 35. And then let's say this one is 100. Modify. All right. Okay. So this one also, maybe I'll put here 100. Enter. Right? Okay. Now, I'm going to add the laser bar. So laser bar is a close, it will be a close link. So for the close link, go to the bar group again. So here I will type here links, and then let's say 8 dia bar, and then here I will say yellow, or let's say orange. So the hook, I'm going to use 90 degrees hook, 90 degrees hook. Now on the on plane, I will type here 25, then from plane 100, then start is 25, 25. Okay, this is the rule when you create the, remember this one, rule when you create a close link. So the rule here, the if your cover thickness is 25, so this one must be equal to the start and end always. Okay? This one must be equal if you are doing the close link, something like this one. So if you're doing a close link, on plane is equals to start and end. Remember that one, huh? So now, let us do it. Pick the part to reinforce, so this one. So pick the shape. So one, okay, one, and then here, while you are on the command, you can rotate. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if you notice here, since I'm doing a close link, I I also pick the first pick. Okay, so that one is my pick point. Pick point 5, and then middle button of your mouse, and then the range is 1, 2, and there you go. So you have now the close link here. Yeah. So can you try that one, close link? Please do it again. All right, no worry. So again, so for the close link, again, you can go to this rebar group, change the name link, and then change it to size 8, 13. Then I put 90 degrees. And then here, as I've said, your cover thickness, the rule for the close link, the on plane is always equals to start and end. Okay, make it sure that this on plane is equals to start and end. And then pick the part to reinforce, this one. And then here, 1, okay, click 1, 2, rotate that one. So to find that point, 2, 1, 5, you can see 1, 5, 2, 3, you rotate again, 4, and then 5. And then middle button of your mouse, and then pick 1, and then 2. That one is the range of the reinforcement. There you go. Yeah. So now, why I want you to make it sure that your cover thickness is equal to on plane? Because here, if I change the plane here 50 and then 50, look what will happen. So this is what going to happen if your if your cover thickness is different from the start and end. Okay, that's the reason why in this rule, it's very important to follow. Okay, so that one is the 90 degrees. Okay, let me know once you're done. Okay. Okay, done. So I'm going to share to you in WhatsApp the um, an exercise that you're going to do, huh? Okay, so I want you to add the reinforcement first. Add the reinforcement to beam. Okay, and also you can add the reinforcement to column. And lastly, I want you to add the dowel and the reinforcement to corbel. Okay, so that will be your exercise. All right, so I'm going to give you time to do that. So is 20 minutes is enough? 20 minutes. I'll give you 20 minutes and then 30 minutes including our break or your break, or you can do the break during uh, while working. Okay, so I gave you this one. Okay, first, this one is for the beam. The second is, this one is for the column. So you will notice that the column is extended 500 millimeter. Okay, and then lastly, you add the reinforcement to the corbel. All right, so I leave this one to you. So I give you, let's say 30 minutes for those three, because after you just do that one in one of the beam here. Okay, I just want you to do that one in one column, one beam, and then this corbel. Okay, these three. So what you can do is just simply, you can select this one and then show only selected, and then do those details into these three items: column and beam. All right. So I'll leave this one to you. So we'll continue at 3:20. Of course, if you have any question, just let me know. All right. So I'll start with I'll start with the column. All right, column. So I'm going to add the reinforcement to the column. So the reinforcement for the column, I have something like H20 rebar, 3 H20 rebar to the top and to the bottom. Okay, so here I will use the bar group and then change this one to no hook, change this one to 2, and H20, H20, and then I'll type here main bar. Okay, main bar, and then on plane I'll put, let's say, 40, and then from plane I'll put 50, start 20, I'll put 0 and then 0. Then the distribution will be target number of reinforcement bar, so I'll put 3. Okay, so no need for you to put the spacing, because this case doesn't matter about the spacing but the number of the reinforcement. Okay, so all I have to do is to select the column here, and then click 1 and then 2. All right, 2, middle button of your mouse, and then pick the range from here to here. So there you go. So you have now this column rebar. All right, but again, as you notice here, this one, there is a 500 millimeter extension on the end. So I'll type here negative 500, and then let's say this one is 25, and then modify. So you have now this column with I mean, extended to the top. It's something like it serves us as a dowel. All right. So now for the other side, I can just simply select the reinforcement and then copy, and then pick this point to this point. There you go. But the thing is, the cover will be, the reinforcement will be outside. That one is okay, because all you have to do is to change the cover on plane to negative and then enter. So it will be on the inside. Okay, as simple as that. So you can just simply copy that one to the other side. The important is the position of the handle is already on the concrete like this. So all you have to do is to change the on plane cover to from positive to negative, or vice versa. All right. So in this case, I can now add the links. So for the links, it's H10 and by 200. All right. So I'll choose the bar group again, and then I type here. I can type here stirrups if you like, stirrups or links. And then this one should be H10. And then I'll change the color. So the hook, I will choose the 135 hook. 135. And then the on plane, I'll put 25. And then this one will be 50. So 25, since this one is a close link, so 25, 25, the distribution will be 200. All right, so again, select the column part to reinforce, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, middle button of your mouse, and then from this point to this point. And there you go. So you have now the reinforcement to the column. Now for the beam, okay, for the beam you can do the same, but also, do you know that it's possible that if I select this this reinforcement, I select these three reinforcement, right click, copy to another object. So select the column and then select the beam. Look what will happen. I copied the column, the reinforcement to the beam. But the thing is, the orientation, it changes. All right, that's the reason why the tree is on the side. It should be on the top and at the bottom. So what you can do is, in that case, it's either you rotate the beam or you can just simply do that one again in the beam. Okay, but I'm just telling you I'm just showing you that you can copy the reinforcement from column to the beam or vice versa. Okay, and if you notice, automatically it will adjust according to the size. That's the good thing. It will adjust according to the size of the column. But since the orientation of this one is wrong, so what I can do is this. I can modify this. Okay, let's see how can we modify. Okay. So here, if I select this one and then move this to this point, then I can make it correct. So this one, I'm going to select this. Yeah, or no need. I will just simply delete this one. So this one, I'm going to copy. Yeah. So now, what I will do is, sorry about that one. I think I do it wrong. $40. I think I think it will be much more difficult if you modify. Sorry about this. So anyway, I'm just showing you the capability of this. I think no, I think we cannot use that one. But anyway, if that one is the case, I will just simply delete this one, so it will be easier for us to add the bar group here. So let's say here, click, and then 1, 2. But if you properly add according to orientation, that will be easy. So middle button of your mouse and then click here. So there you go. All right, and then here I need you to put negative, or before you put negative, I can just simply copy this one to the bottom because it's the same. Okay, so here, let's say 25, and then copy from this point to this point. Okay, and then here I'll put negative 40. All right, and then we can add now the 90 degrees hook, and then here 90 degrees, and then modify. Oops. This one also 90 degrees, 90 degrees. So meaning this one, I need to change it to custom, and then change it to negative 90. All right, so yeah, that's the one. And then here you can adjust also this one to, let's say, 75, modify, yes. So custom, and then I change the radius to 20, 20, and then this one is 20, 20. Okay, so I have now the beam and then the column. Okay, so I believe you have already the column and beam. You don't have any issue on that one. So the issue now here is the corbel. and you can see that there is a dowel, and then corbel. Okay, so first, let me add the dowel. All right. First, let me add the dowel. Control P. Oh, sorry. Uh, yeah, here. Let's add the dowel. So for the dowel, uh, okay, did I use a construction line here? Nope. The construction line, I need to add the construction line now. Edit. All right, and then this one. So I can just simply move this to here. Let's say 100. Yeah. All right. So now you have the construction line for the dowel. Okay. So now to add the dowel, go back to the concrete, and then this time I will use the bar. Okay. Only the bar, not the bar group. This one I will type here dowel bar. And then let's say this one is T25. Okay. And then you change color, and then here no hook, and then all of this must be 0 0 0 and then 0. Okay, and then select the part to reinforce. So the part to reinforce, it's either the column or the corbel, doesn't matter, because this one is one assembly or one cast unit. So I'll select the corbel and then click here 1 2, and then let's say up to here 3, and then middle button of your mouse. So you have now the dowel there. But the thing is, the dowel is at the center. So all you have to do is to move this one, move 100. Okay, move 100 here. And then copy 200. Yeah, all right. So there you go. So I have now the dowel on our corbel. All right. I hope you get it. Uh, do you want to do this one first? Can you do this dowel? If you haven't done the dowel, can you do it, or you want me to repeat? Let me know so that before I continue further. Do you want to do the dowel first? Yes, no, or done? Okay, so okay, kindly do the dowel first. Then after that, we're going to add other reinforcement for the corbel. Let me know once you're done, so that we can continue. Okay, so done. All right, very good. So now, let me add the other rebar here. So we're going to put the 3 pieces of H10 on that shape. Okay, so I'll go to the Control P. All right. So 3 pieces of H10. So need to go back to the rebar, and then I will use the, let's say, links, and then H10 20, and then let's say I'll use the other color, yellow maybe. Okay, just hold on. I will change the color of this corbel quickly. Let me just change the color of the corbel. All right. Okay, so now there you go. So all right. So H10. Let's say links. H10 6 0 0. Sorry, no hoop. And then this one, I'm going to put, let's say, 25. From plane, I can say maybe 75 is okay, or 50. And then the start and end, I'll put 0 and then 0. So here, because this one is 3 pieces of H10, I will use distribution by number, and then we put 3 again. All right, so again, select the corbel or the column, and then here 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, or maybe I'll put it 50, 500. Okay, so that's the shape, right? Middle button of your mouse, and then click the distance or the range. So there you go. So you have now the uh, rebar. But here, I think we can change this one to 75. Yeah, so that it will not collide to the other column, to the other main bar, right? So we can adjust the collision. So let's say, for example, this one is 25, 25, 25, 1, 2, 3. So I'll put here 25, 25, 25, and then let's say the other one is 45, enter. There you go. So it will be inside, yeah, right? So it will not touch uh, the other link or the other rebar. All right. So now the question here is, sorry, the question here is the center, this center. Okay, look, if you have an issue about the collision about this center, okay, what you can do here is just simply uh, you can do you can change this one, and then you click on the direct modification. All right, direct modification. So under the direct modification, we can simply move this one on the side of the main bar. So how to do that one? So once you click the direct modification, click this link, and then under this under the contextual toolbar, you can see that there is a here move, add, delete reinforcement. So I can click on this one, and then here I can just simply move. Let's say maybe I'm going to move this one around 15. Okay, not really 15, maybe another 10, 25, yeah. So there you go. So using the direct modification, This one's still a group, but I move that one. But the spacing, it becomes exact spacing here. So no need for you to type, but you can just simply move. All right. And lastly, okay, lastly, I can hide this one, hide. So hide this one. So lastly, I'm going to add the reinforcement here, okay, which is 3 pieces of H10 as well. All right, 3 pieces of H10. Maybe I'll change the color of this one again. Change to 5. Okay, 3 pieces of H10. And then here I will put spacing again 3. So this one is a close link. So meaning I'll just put here 25 or maybe 20. And then close link, I'll put it 90. Then here 20, 20. All right, so select the corbel. So click 1, 2, make it perpendicular this way. 2, 3, make it sure that you pick the correct position, perpendicular, so that your reinforcement will be not distorted. Okay, and then middle button of your mouse, and then from this point to this point, you have now this reinforcement. Okay, so here we can only change this one to let's say 50, and yeah, so something like this. Okay, or maybe you can change this one to let's say 50 and then 25. Yeah, so something like this you can adjust. All right, so this one you can adjust this one to 3 into 35 if you like, or 2 to 35 and then 25, enter, enter. So you have a different thickness of the cover here. So there you go. And then in redraw, sorry, all the reinforcement is gone because in my display, the reinforcing bar is off. So you can turn it on and then modify. All right, so now you have the reinforcement here. Okay, now, okay, there's a question here. Yep, the center bar collision from plane, how to adjust? Okay, yeah. For the center bar, okay, just hold on. For the center bar, as like what I've shown you here. Wait, that's the problem if I have the, yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah. So this one is using the, you can use the direct modification, right? Okay, so kindly try that one, and let me know once you're done, and then we can copy the reinforcement to the other part, okay, to the other beam and to the other column. Or let me know if it is not clear. Just tell me so that I can repeat if you like. So now, if there's no question, then kindly add this reinforcement. By the way, for the in adding the reinforcement, you can always select the other part and then ship and then hide, so that you can easily see your, I mean, so that you can clear the view. Because if you have a lot of members on it and then you add the reinforcement, it's quite messy. So you can always hide, even this one here and then here, this one. You can also hide this one. Yeah, redraw. So just simply hide it. Okay, the reason why I cannot separate the hide is because of I'm selecting the component. So now I can hide this one now. So something like this. So it will be much easier for you to okay, if you also feel that I mean the same thing, that when I rotate, it rotates up to the other side, you can always press Control R and then click so that you can rotate to the position where you want to rotate. Don't use the Control and then middle button of mouse. You can press Control R and then click the position where you want to rotate. So something like this. Because sometimes when you use the controller, it goes other way. All right, let me know once you're done, and then we are going to continue again to other sample. All right, so now that we have all these, uh, the question is how we're going to have this reinforcement to all this beam. So basically, you can select this one, select the reinforcement, all right? So if you can select these three reinforcement, right? Three reinforcement, right click and then copy to another object. Okay, can you follow that one? Select the three reinforcement, the top, bottom, and then the stirrups. Then right click on that one and then copy special. Select to another object. Okay, to another object. So once I click this to another object, so pick the source object. The source object is this beam. And then all you have to do is to select the other beams. And then as you can see here, the reinforcement will be copied. Yeah. even the beam is on this other position. If you click, then it will be copied. But uh, I mean, the beam doesn't have the cuts. That's why if you notice, the reinforcement will clash inside the column. So no need for you to do that one. All right. So only this part. Okay. Same thing with the column reinforcement. Select this three part and then right click, copy to another object. So select the column and then you can select the other columns. So as you can see here, so look, the column at the bottom is 3,500. If I click the column at the second floor, which is 3,000, it will still work. All right? It still work. Okay, and lastly, for the corbel, you can select all these reinforcement. Right click, copy to another object. So select this part, and then here, see, even on the other side. But I think there's something wrong in this one. Anyway, you just copy that one. Actually, the reinforcement at the corbel here must be a common reinforcement, not a singular, because we create the reinforcement here on the one side. We need to create another reinforcement for this two corbel. So this one will be wrong. All right. So you can only copy that one on this part. Yeah. So for the others, maybe what you can do is just simply copy the dowel, right? So copy the dowel. But for the other reinforcement, we need to create another rebar for this. Yeah. So this one here, here, this. Okay. So there you go. So you have now the only thing you need to do here is to add the reinforcement in one. Let's say, for example, I'll give you an example here. Let's say this one, I will add that reinforcement here. All right. So just simply click. I will click on the column, and then here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Middle button of your mouse, and then click this one to this. So that one will be the common reinforcement. Okay. And then you need to add the link as well. Actually, for the link, I can for this link, you can just simply copy to another object and do this and then stretch it. So this one, I can just simply press the alternate key and then stretch this one here, and you have now the common rebar. Okay, so that's how we add the reinforcement. Okay, any question on this? Any question? All right, very good. So also another thing that I want to show you, I will fit work. Sorry, I will redraw this one. If you notice here, this reinforcement that I create earlier as an example for the footing, you can copy these three and then copy to another object as well. Copy to another object so that we can complete the whole frame here. So look, I can just simply copy, even though this one is a two different size of the footing, so it will follow accordingly. Yeah. So that's how the Tekla structure works. Okay, for the mat foundation, actually that one is in a different mat foundation could be different because the mat foundation, if you notice here, the points are on the side, and this one the points is the start point is this point and this point, bottom and top, and then this mat foundation is made with the slab. So this one will not work on the mat foundation. So if you try, okay, let's try. There's no harm on trying. We can copy to another object. Let's see what will happen. So if I click this mat, so here, see what will happen. The reinforcement will be outside. So meaning for the mat foundation, uh, you can what you can do is this, or maybe yeah, this one is a good example for you to know to add the reinforcement to mat foundation. So for the mat foundation, um, I want you to show only selected. Okay, look here. If you can hide, if you select right click and then hide, you can also select right click and then show only selected. Press the shift key and then show only selected. So meaning you can work isolately on the foundation here. Okay. So to add that one, okay, look how we are going to add the reinforcement here. So similar to what we have done earlier using the rebar group. Okay, so let's say for example, uh, uh, let's say main bar. All right, and then let's say we'll put here 16, and then no need to put the hook at the moment. So here I'll put here 50, and then here let's say 50. This one is 50, and then 50, and then the exact spacing. Exact spacing. Sorry. Exact spacing is 200. All right. So pick the part to reinforce. Okay. So look at this one. Click, and then one. Oh, sorry. Pick the part. This one, and then uh, okay, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 3, and then 4, and then middle button of your mouse. All right, and then from from here. Okay, control, because I want from here to here. There you go. Okay, now, how about the other? So I can just simply select this one, right click, copy from this point to this point. Okay, and how about this one? So here I can click here, and then I can just simply select the handle by pressing the alternate key, and then move from this point to this point. All right, and then this one, copy from this point to this point. So yeah, so you can do something like this, and then again to the other side. Okay, I'll change the color. Let's say color 8. Same thing. So select this one. So here, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Middle button of your mouse, and then from here, control 1, 2. There you go. So if you notice here, we need to change again. So we need to change this one to let's say this should be 100. Yeah, and then the bottom should be let's say 40, and then let's say 70, and then 40. Yeah, or something like this. And then this one, maybe I can put here also 100. All right. So this one also 100. Now I have this cross section, cross bar here. All I have to do is copy from this point to this point. All right, and also this point to this point. Look what will happen. So if you notice here, I copied that one from this point here. So meaning that one is the range is only up to here. So you can just simply move this handle and then move the range up to this point. So if you notice here, we can just simply manipulate the handle. That's why it's very important to know this handle. See, I can easily copy this one and then click here. There you go. So as you can see, in no time you can add the reinforcement. And then the good thing here is if you inquire the cast unit, so you can see the number of the reinforcement here automatically created by the system. So here, number of the quantity of the reinforcement, the size, and then the length, the dimensions. Okay, so for the mat foundation, then you cannot use the footing reinforcement to the mat foundation because the characteristic of the concrete is different, or the properties is different. If it is the same, then it can be done, but this time no. So you need to model that one according to the. So okay, I think no need for you to try, so that we can save time. So I just want to redraw. I want to introduce to you some of the component in Tekla structure, so that you don't need to do the, let's say for example, this kind of component. This one is available already in Tekla structure. So, but again, the reason why I taught you how to do this one manually, in case that the component doesn't work doesn't work is uh, the moment that the component doesn't work, meaning you need to do that one manually. That's the reason why we need to know how to model it manually. Manually is always the best way to do it because you have a lot of control. Component is good, but sometimes if that one doesn't serve what you want or what you need, then it's also useless. So you better know how to deal with the manual way of working. Okay, now having said that, uh, first I want you to type from here, from the application and component. I want you to type footing. Okay, I want you to type footing. So here you can see number 77. Double click on it, and then double click on it, and then here you can specify the size of the reinforcement, the zoning, the secondary bar, the laser bar, the attributes. You can type all these parameters here, and then save the attributes. And then once you're happy with the information that you key in inside the component, then just simply apply. At the moment, I'm using the default one, apply, and then look. I will just simply click this. I will click this footing, and look what will happen. All right, so now I have the reinforcement. Okay, so if you're happy with that one, apply and okay. So just simply click pad footing, click the pad footing, and then you have now the reinforcement. Okay, so can you try that one first? Try it. Use number 77, type number 77, and then apply that one to the footing. Once you're done, let me know, and then we will move to the next component. Yeah, yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, I'm talking without my mic is mute. Okay, sorry. Okay, uh, does the rebar act like the component? Uh, okay. If you're talking about this one, this rebar, when I copy this one to from this beam to another beam, then it will not work like as a component. It's something like it's a simple copy command. Okay, so this one doesn't relate. This one, once you copy to another beam, the relation is not there anymore. Okay, unless we create a component or custom component that this one will be inside the component. So like what we have done in our Corbel, so that can be done. So if you change one, everything will be changed. But in this case, I'm afraid that that option is not uh, similar or same with a component. Okay. So if you want to do that one, then we must create the custom component for that. And you know, in addition to this, even this one, even this, if I change the size of the reinforcement here using the component, okay, If I change, let's say here I put here 6, modify, it will change only on this particular beam. This one will not be changed unless I select this, I select both this component and then modify, then that's the time that both will be modified. Unlike the custom component, the user defines, so that one has its own strength that if you modify inside the custom component, everything will change. Okay, but this component has its own strength. The custom component has its own strength. This one, we call it as a system component. Okay, this is the system component created using the what do you call that? Using the programming. Okay, like this SDK or software development kit. Then the user component is created by the user without any programming skill. Okay, so that's the difference. So like what I've said, system component has its own benefits. Custom component has its own benefits as well. I hope I answer your question, Howard. So again, just to repeat, huh? So the system component. If I want to use the, let's say, 83, so I just simply click rectangular bar, and then I have to click and then click. Okay, if I want to modify both, then I have to click this one, and then I have to click this one, and then I have to click this one as well, so that it will be modified as once. Unlike the custom component that you don't need to click any other other part. Okay, so here I have number 63, and then look, the good thing here, even I added the reinforcement here, and then if I add the number 14 corbel, so click here 1 2 1 2, so the reinforcement will be adjusted, and then number 81 1 2 3, middle button of your mouse. All right. Can I use the system and change, modify, and then say? Yes, sure. You can use the system. You can use the system, modify it, and then save it as a user component. Yes, you can do that one. But again, the system component is quite intelligent, huh? Because even if I change, look, if I change this one, this two, okay, if I change this one, let's say I will cut the beam, let's say 200, and then modify, look what will happen. Automatically it can change the it will cut the beam, huh? But the custom component is, there are two levels of custom component, huh? Remember, there are two levels of custom component. The normal custom component, the one that I've shown you without any intelligence, but powerful enough. If you want to change one, everything will be changed. That one is good. And then the other one is, there is a intelligent custom component. So intelligent custom component is if you want to create your own component using the custom component and make it intelligent, similar to the system component. That one is also possible. But just to tell you, that one is more on the advanced picture or advanced lesson of Tekla structure, the intelligent custom component, wherein you need to add some rules inside the custom component. But again, this custom component is a user defined, so meaning an ordinary user like us can create this powerful custom component without any programming skill. Okay, so that's the good thing. All right, any other things? Okay. Okay. How about the others? So again, as I've told you, I will leave this one to you now. You can continue practicing. You can continue practicing on this model if you like. You can add the wall and you can add the slab, right? Add the wall and add the slab. Okay, why when I press redraw view, my reinforcement all gone? Yeah, because from your display, if this reinforcing bar is unchecked, if I modify this one, then everything will be gone. So, but here, okay, look, if I double click this one, display, and then check this reinforcement, and then modify, then everything will appear. All the reinforcement will appear. All right.